actually two panels for you today that have really done an amazing job. And when you talk to them, they say, what economy change, all right? Everything with these guys is just traveling along, and they're doing business every single day and doing as much business, if not more, than what happened in 2008 or 2007. So today we're going to talk to these two panelists, and we're going to ask them how they're doing this. What are they doing? I've got a set bunch of questions that we're going to go through, but then I'm going to open it up to you, the audience. So as you are listening to them, please write down any questions you have, because sometimes a little more clarification always helps. Okay, so shall we get down to our panelists? Yes, all right, okay. So our first panelist today is an absolute icon in the city of Toronto. And just lately, she's become a celebrity on TV. All right, starring in the W television network, The Agents, would you please welcome from Remax Hallmark, Sally Cook. Welcome, Sally. Glad to have you here. Our second agent is newer to the business. All right, this agent came in 4 years ago. In their first year in this business, they earned platinum status, and in the third year of selling real estate, earned Chairman's Club. All right, this is absolutely a phenomenal achievement. So, would you please welcome from Remax Performance in Mississauga, Shahid Khawaja. Come on up, Shahid. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay, and our third panelist for this morning, all right, is has been in the business for, was it 25 years? All of them with Remax, all right? This is absolutely just wonderful to have these seasoned agents with us. All right, now, one of the other things is she is the top agent in Atlantic Canada, works the St. John, New Brunswick market, and is number 52 in the top 100 for Remax. Would you please welcome from St. John, New Brunswick, Remax, Pam DeCourcy. Welcome, Pam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, we've all heard that the economy has changed, all right? We've got a little different economy right now. So I'm going to go through you guys. I want to ask you, what did you change to adjust your business for this new economy? Can we start with you, Pam?
Probably what I changed most was to have the next generation, the newer generation, get involved with my marketing, because I felt like things were changing out there, and being around for a long time in the business, I was aware that things were changing, so I needed to find out what was the younger buyer looking for and how should I approach them. So I've engaged my daughter and my son, who are in their 20s and early 30s, to help me with that.
Okay, so you listen, like Walter this morning talked a lot about this new buyer. Are you seeing this new buyer come into your market quite a bit right now? Are you working with this kind of buyer?
Absolutely. Years ago, I could say that, years ago, I'd get a phone call about a property from a buyer, and I could immediately speak with them and try and get them to meet me somewhere. But now by the time the buyer contacts me, he's probably already been touched by a few realtors. He knows the property that he wants to go see. He knows the color, the decor, what's in the neighborhood. He seems to know so much. And at first this frightened me, I must say, but now I embrace it and I use other things to bring it all together and capture that buyer.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Shahid, what are you doing differently in this economy?
I haven't changed anything in my marketing strategies because I never take recession on me. Since day one, I never heard the word recession because it always demotivates me. So I'm doing the same thing what I used to do, and I think it's a bigger opportunity for me to do more business because everybody's thinking there is no business.
All right.
And I tried my best and I increased.
Thank you, Shahid. That's a wonderful comment. How about you, Sally?
Well, I'm not quite as good as he. I actually panicked and I froze for a little while. And then once I got over that, I just went back to the basics of what we know to do. I took what we do and have done really successfully and just took it to a whole other level. So just really go back and analyze. And actually, I found the break, just that little, bit of a breather time, gave you time to step back and say, okay, how can I change this? Because usually we're reacting every day instead of being creative, and it allowed some sort of creative juices to come out. And I just took some of the programs that we have and just enhanced it a bit more and took it to a whole other level. And really it's about, what do people need from us? So just think about more programs and more things that we can offer, because we are in a information overload age, and so we just need to once again go back to that generation. We need to cut through it. How can we get that message to them as quickly as possible? So you just have to figure out what they need to hear and deliver it to them.
Okay, great. Well, all of you specialize with buyers, all right, in today's market. We know that the market's really active with first-time and all kinds of different buyers out there. So tell me, how are you generating the leads? How are you getting these buyers in your market right now? How are you converting them if they're contacting you? What is it you're actually doing?
For myself, when I'm contacted by a buyer now, I'm more interested in trying to bring that buyer to my office to sit down. I'm working on buyer's contracts and go through about an hour consultation, but it's really an interview to see if we both can work together, are we communicating on the same level, to tell them a little bit about what I could do for them as a buyer. And I like to look at my buyers today as listings that I do for my houses. I see my buyers signed up with a buyer's contract and really work and focus with them that same way. So everything that the buyer wants and how he wants it is what I'm trying to deliver, to keep them excited, interested, keep them committed, and sell them a house.
Where are they coming from, Pam? Are they coming from the internet? Are they coming from sign calls? Where are you generating these leads from?
I would say a lot of my leads are still person-to-person, personal referral, coming from a smaller market. My market that I work in most of the time is really only about 20,000 people. Out of St. John, the city is 65,000 people. So I'm constantly seeing everybody in the store, at the stoplight. I'm seeing the fathers, the brothers, the cousins. So it's beneficial to me. So it's really, the personal contact is still something that I really try to work with, keep outside, keep out in the forefront in the public, go buy my groceries, to meet people, go to the market, just a lot of things like that. So it's still personal.
Personal business.
Still personal.
Shahid, you've only been in the business 4 years. You don't have the database and the past experience that somebody like Pam has. What are you doing to generate these leads?
I think in today's market is a buyer's market. And whenever I see all around the rental buildings is the first-time home buyers. And I think the people who were like waiting for the last 20 years not to go and buy any houses because the interest rates were high, they cannot afford, the market is going up, they don't have the affordability. So I'm working on those people, and I'm trying to do the flyer in those rental buildings to attract them with the opportunity of the lowest interest rates. And my second thing I'm working on is mostly on referral and word of mouth. And whoever clients bought the houses in the beginning of my years, so it's been 3 years, 4 years, so we go back to them and ask them if they want to switch it to the bigger house, because this is the best time. They can sell the houses like in a semi-detached or detached and go to a bigger, because with about that time they made their equity in the houses too. And it's actually a combination of 4 or 5 different things, but the major focus is the first-time home buyers. And there's a lot of people are out there to look for houses. And I personally believe that this is the best time to work with a first-time buyer. And because the interest rate is really low and the price